Thanks for watching Arkansas 911 News. This is the daily 911 news show that I'm trying to create. It takes lots of time and lots of money to make this happen. For those of you interested in the VIP situation I've been talking about, this video will be VIP. Probably later this year when VIP launches. More on that later. Stay tuned. I will keep you updated. VIP is going to be a paid subscription service for those viewers that want more than what is currently available on the free Arkansas 911 News website. Thank you to everybody seen in the video, everybody that helped put the video together, and of course the advertisers. Thank you for your support. If you need drone footage, you need Technical Aerial Solutions. Check out their Facebook page.
Okay, give me your address. Okay, do you know where you are? Are you still there? Ma'am?
Holcomb's Transport and Recovery has sponsored Arkansas 911 News since 2014. Give Holcomb's a try when you're in a jam and see why they keep winning customer service awards year after year. Here we are on Highway 70 East in Garland County, east of the rest area. Around that curve up there is the hill for Cloud 9. And Arkansas State Police are investigating a single vehicle crash where the westbound truck hit the guardrail coming down the hill, was out of control for about 700 feet, crossed the entire highway, smashed into the trees, and here you go. The extent of injury is unknown. LifeNet did transport the driver to the hospital in the ambulance. Found this hot tamale the other day on Highway 5 up by Fountain Lake.
Welcome to the Porterhouse, where the steaks sizzle. Enjoy prime steaks and seafood. We are now taking reservations for our Thanksgiving buffet, as well as our 3-course Christmas Eve plated menu. Catering and private rooms available for your holiday celebration. Can you hear the sizzle?
Don't really know what this is. You'll see a red Tahoe laying on the horn. You'll hear it about now. He got his hazard lights going, and he's throwing a fit in that Tahoe, yelling and screaming. You can't hear it on the video, but we all heard it there in traffic. And then he did that little maneuver, whatever that was. Made the guy in front of me nervous. He got to back up. This was on Central Avenue at the bypass, southbound, a couple of days ago, middle of the day. Garland County, Highway 270 East, near Acres Road. This is just west of Acres Road. Got a rollover crash. Arkansas State Police investigated it. Morningstar Fire and Rescue Troops came out to help, and LifeNet came to check on everybody. I'm not aware of any injury. It didn't look like anybody was injured here. Very lucky people. They crossed the entire highway. They were eastbound.
Hey everybody, Arkansas 911 News fans. We are excited to be out here at Oaklawn Elementary today. We just finished delivering the Hannah's lights for them. We're here with the assistant principal, and some of the elementary students who ride the bus, along with LifeNet flight medic Bobby King. Bobby King is actually the creator of the Hannah's Lights program, and I'd like for him to share a little bit about why we do this each year, how the program came into be, and then we'll talk to some of the principals about kind of what bus safety means and why it's important that we're all vigilant as drivers out on the road so we don't have another accident like the accident that we had that ultimately created this. So Bobby, if you don't mind, I'd like for you to kind of just share a little bit about the call that you went on and how you came up with the idea for Hannah's Lights.
Okay. On the early morning of September 21st, several years ago, a little girl was going to her bus stop. She lived on a dark county road, no lights or anything. The house sat in a slight curve on a county road, and she caught the bus at the entrance to her driveway. At that morning, the time hadn't changed yet, so it was still dark when she was to catch the bus. She came out to meet the bus, but was running a little bit late. As the bus approached her house, it was in a slight curve and just over the crest of a small hill. So as the bus lights came around the curve and over the hill, it didn't illuminate the road well. It shined into her yard and then onto the road. And she normally waits at the end of the drive with a family member to catch the bus. That morning she was running late, and when the bus came around the curve, the bus driver didn't see anybody standing at the driveway as normal. So the thought pattern was that, well, Hannah's not catching the bus today. So he continued on. Hannah, going into first grade, being real excited to be going to school that morning, wanted to catch the bus. She ran for the bus and didn't stop at the end of the driveway. Unfortunately, the bus driver didn't see her, and there was an accident. Hannah didn't make it to school that day. So, as a responder to that incident, it was it was very trying on all the responders. I was just one of many. But after the fact, I got to sitting and thinking, what is there, what about this situation can be corrected? What can I do, or what can anybody do to help make sure that this doesn't happen again? Yes, it was an isolated incident. It doesn't happen every day in this instance. But to keep it from happening one more time, what can we do? I researched several sites, came up with some different ideas, and settled on a blinking light of some kind that could give the bus driver notice as he was approaching a residence where a child was to be picked up, or a driveway, that there were children standing there and waiting on the bus driver to stop. And so I researched the different ideas, came up with some items to choose from, and I said, where am I going to get the backing for this? How am I going to get this introduced? Fortunately, I work for a company that is community oriented. They want to do things to help make things safer and better for the community. So I approached LifeNet's local management and asked them, said, okay, here's the problem. Here's something I've come up with to maybe temper that problem. It's not going to fix it over completely, but it's going to temper the problem down to where it's less likely to occur. I got 100% backing to make this happen, and within the next year, we developed the Hannah's Light program, took it to the community leaders, took it to the schools, and everybody was behind it. So we developed the program, and beginning that next year, we started handing out Hannah's Lights to all of the children that rode the bus from K through 3. Which they're the little ones that need to be spotted. Older children can kind of manage themselves, but the young ones that were like Hannah, that just didn't think at that point, that gave them a safety margin. to be recognized on the side of the road.
Can you kind of give some tips for parents and drivers alike on what it's like as a bus driver and what we need to know as a community to be more vigilant around the bus stop during the school year?
Yeah, well, I would say, first of all, I help teach school bus safety to a lot of the students as a physical education teacher, so that was my experience with this. But the biggest thing that we can do is just watch when you're driving. Watch for the school bus. Watch for the kids on the side of the road. Slow down a little bit, especially on dark and rainy days. Those are the worst times. And then for the kids, the big thing is they need to understand if they can't see the bus driver can't see them. And if you can't see the bus driver, that's when you're more likely to have an accident as a student. So,
is there anything you want to add about maybe bus safety, how the lights maybe help students, and how you guys roll it out to school districts?
We're just very thankful for them. Every year the kids, we get them around daylight savings, and that's when we would have the most problems, because the kids are getting on the bus before the sun is even up, and sometimes if they're in after school events, they may be getting home and it's getting dark. So these lights help protect the students because they can see them, you know, flashing, and it makes sure that the driver can see them and parents and anybody that's driving around. So we're very thankful for them to be on the kids' backpacks.
Anything you kiddos want to say about what people should do watching you when they're driving by? Should they watch out for you? You think they should watch out for you? Your lives matter, right?
Yeah, and we shouldn't be so excited. I know the first day of school is really fun, but like we still have to stay cautious. People can accidentally run you over, their brakes might be cut. It's very dangerous running around in the streets, even if you're not meaning to.
Thank you all very much. We appreciate you. Stay safe this year. Thank you for what you guys do here in Garland County for the Hot Springs School District. You lead a great school, and we're proud to be partners with you in Hannah's life.
thank you.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for watching Arkansas 911 News. The videos we do like this in the future will be VIP access only. Their VIP section is by subscription only. VIP is extra stuff that we're not seeing now with Arkansas 911 News. Arkansas 911 News will continue to be free as is. Extra stuff like this video will be subscription only. I'll make more announcements about that as we get closer. Right now we're looking at Thanksgiving time frame for VIP to kick off. We'll be doing these videos up until that point. All these videos will be free until VIP kicks off. And like I said, that'll be around Thanksgiving if everything goes smoothly. All right then. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.